Hello guys. So, last time, oh god, there's gonna be lag today. I don't know why. Whatever. So last time we finished off the Cashwan dungeon, and this is when things have started to be pretty interesting. We are finding out that monsters have some pretty interesting stuff. Let's take a look at the inventory first and foremost. What do we have? We got a mithril axe, mithril helm that I'm probably never going to use. I think it's all early game. We're not going to get any good equipment. We've got hellfire. Now hellfire, every time it has a chance to just disappear every time we use it. So I'm going to use it sparingly, but I am going to use it because I think now is the best time to use hellfire. We saw that in Sakura's hands, Hellfire is doing about 100 damage, which is exactly the limit that we need. We shall soon see. In terms of equipment, I believe we got one shield. And right now, Sakura's the one with the shield. Gordon, yeah. Also, yeah, surprisingly, Gordon is contributing a lot. So I'm happy about that. And in terms of magic, we've got Blind. Sakura's got a bunch, including the useful warp and blizzard. Right now, yeah, blizzard is actually very useful, but we mainly want these spells to start working on intelligence, spirit if possible, and most importantly MP. Because I get the feeling that late game is going to be defined by magic because I don't see us getting very powerful weapons as drops. At least I don't think so. What exactly were we grinding? I completely forgot that we have the defend command. Yeah, I can use that for a little bit of grinding. Right now on the world map, might as well just grind a bit. Since I'm going to try to minimize the grinding as much as possible. I like the animations of these spells. I'm just gonna have Gordon defend because I don't want to end the battle too quickly. And since Guy has a damage magic, I mean, I feel like the best balance between grinding and not dragging the battle on too long here in this specific instance is 3 turns. And everybody got MP as well, so very lucrative. Right, our next mission is going to be to visit the Dreadnought. Our next mission is going to be to visit the Dreadnought. We did get the Sunfire. The easiest way to the Dreadnought is to take the Chocobo south of Cashwan and then just keep going south and you'll eventually reach the Dreadnought. But that's not what the story tells us to do now, is it? According to the story, what we're supposed to do is go back to base to find that Hilda's been captured. We did see that cutscene, didn't we? But we weren't supposed to know that Hilda also was inside. So we need to go back to base for that facepalm moment. I'll take this. And from there, we are going to walk all the way to the Dreadnought, which is, in my estimate, what the intention was. And that is why the area north of Finn has monsters which are slightly tougher than what we have been dealing with thus far. It's one level higher than what we saw in Cashwan. In fact, most of the encounters are pretty much of the same level, but there are some certain much more difficult encounters there. So I'm going to be taking advantage of that. Also, another thing that struck me while I was thinking about this challenge run is at some point in time, especially once we get more shields, we're going to have a good amount of evasion. But let's take a look at evade. Nobody's over level 1 right now, and that's because everybody's in the front row. Okay, holy shit. Sakura is actually at level 2. Yeah, she did spend a considerable amount of time alone in the front row, didn't she? So that's why her evade is pretty decent. Everybody's evade is just level 1. I don't really care about Gordon. So I think at some point I foresee that we will need to... let's not bother talking with anyone. We will need to have a decent amount of evade values. So in accordance with that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep switching people between the front and the back rows. And as we already know, the most effective strategy of getting evade levels is just keep one person in the front row. So for now, that's going to be Sakura because she has the lowest amount of HP. What I'll do is I'll keep switching them as and when they get more and more HP, because being alone in the front row is obviously she'll be the only person actually getting hit. But I'm afraid that this strategy is very dangerous because it makes Sakura very vulnerable, especially in this new area that we will be visiting. So I foresee that for the beginning part here, we will be spending quite a bit of time grinding. And what I mean by grinding is we'll check out a couple of battles in this new area north of Finn. See how well we fare. Also, the best thing about this area is it's very, very lucrative, as we shall find out. So we can run into land turtles, or speak of the devil, we can run into land turtles, and this is just one. We can actually run into a group of 4 of them, and we know that land turtle is the one that drops the mithril shield. So although that's pretty rare, but if I do get it, I'm looking forward to more and more encounters with land turtles because I would really like a shield. So the way we're going to do it is full grinding, right? Let's just pretend that we are making progress, and as and when the enemies start kicking my ass, I'll just make my way back to town. And now that at least one of my characters, oh look at that, exactly what I was hoping for. Okay, not too bad. We are able to manage this so far. Especially if we can put them to sleep and blind them at the same time. You know what? Blind might turn out to be a very, very effective spell. The land turtle's base accuracy is nothing to write home about, but it's still not negligible. So let's see if we can actually drag this battle on. This is a rank 3 encounter since all these enemies are rank 3. Dragging the battle will not necessarily give me better rewards, but it will. I'm essentially using that as a substitute for grinding in the future, because what I'm planning to do is instead of playing it safe, instead of taking every encounter and getting levels that way, I'm going to start running away from fights with enemies which are not going to give me any favorable drops. For example, in fact, yeah, I mean, the majority of the enemies in the game are not going to have useful drops. some of them have super useful drops, so I will try to take each and every one of those encounters. But all in all, if the encounter is escapable, I will run from it. Now that I've got a shield, because it's just not worth it, is it? I don't have any healing. Unless someone gives me the drain spell. Drain spell? Yeah, I didn't even think of that. Drain. Once I get the drains. Oh, now the mithril shield. Yes. Save the shit. So that mithril shield can go on someone. Should it be Naruto? Yeah, it should be Naruto. So right now I'm only spamming my magic, isn't it? I'm not really strategically using any of my spells, because my focus right now is just grind stats and get MP ups. So the encounters are not posing any particular problems. Another encounter with physical hitting enemies only, and the combination of blind and sleep makes short work of them, I must admit. So yeah, the general strategy is going to be grind at a place, or pseudo grind, whatever. You know what? Yeah, let's not make excuse. Let's just call it as it is, and this is grinding. I'm going to grind at locations which are favorable to grinding, near an inn, near a city, blah blah blah, any healing spots, and or I'm going to grind at places which can give me favorable drops, even though I said that we are not necessarily going to be grinding. In fact, yeah, I'm not going to necessarily grind at places with favorable drops, especially if it's within dungeons, because intelligence, okay, nothing else, that's fine. So it looks like none of these are too big of a challenge so far, and in a major part is because of the combination of using blind and sleep. We have sleep and blind at sufficiently high levels, and they are inherently accurate spells as well. So that's rendering these physical attackers only, enemies with only physical attacks, pretty useless. So far I've not really run into the mage enemies. Actual health, don't really care about that. Oh wow, is this long? Okay, ogre mages. We've seen what ogre mages are like. And I think we've got enough HP right now that we can pretty much tank them. No problems. Even the sleep spell is now at a decently high level. Oh wow, Blizzard Fire cannot one-shot them, huh? Interesting. Yeah, what I was saying is that the main strategy is going to be to run away from as many of the fights as possible inside a dungeon, far away from places. Yeah, we want to spend as little time as possible in dangerous places. That's the main point I'm trying to make. I'm very closely paying attention to when Sakura will get. What weapon is she using? Barehanded, yeah. Barehanded is fine for now. Oops. I don't mean that. Actually, I really shouldn't have her in the front row. Do I really care about HP that much? Oh my god! Got a whole bunch of stuff. Hellfire, Mithril Helm, and Warp. Okay. I was really hoping for some spell books, but Warp will do. Warp will do. Why do I keep pressing the wrong button? So Warp can go on Naruto for now. In this dungeon, in the upcoming dungeon, we can't really make any effective use of Warp, so that's out of question. I'm not going to save up on my MP. But yeah, I really don't think Sakura should be in the front row right now. She's got evasion level of 2. Evasion levels are not going to make a big difference right now, but later on they are. So we'll just have Naruto in the front row for now, because he's pretty much out of MP. Sakura still has some MP, so she can cast Sleep from the back row. So the point of contention now is going to be, when I'm in a dungeon, what should I do when faced with... Oh, I really want to take on the captain actually. But right now I can't really take on the captain. So we'll just take the chicken way out and give him the pass. So, welcome to the Dreadnought. This is an absolutely horrible dungeon. Very surprisingly, he did not get hit with any status effects. So this is exactly the kind of fight that I'm talking about. Let's just run the hell away. The only disadvantage of running away is that it doesn't count towards all of those. There's a mechanic in this game where really? Not able to run away with 50% evasion? Mechanic in this game where every 10 fights you survive, you get HP ups. So running away is going to affect that, but I'm not too worried about that. Okay, I don't have any MP for this fight. Do I dare take this on? I do have some sleep MP. Now that I think about it, maybe I should have conserved some of my MP. Okay. Screw this. Let's go. Let's go out. Unrunnable. What weapon do you have? Bare-handed. We won't. I don't think we'll be able to one-shot the mines. And these guys are immune to sleep as well. Yeah, let's save up on sleeps. Let's see if Naruto can somehow survive this. This is the disadvantage I was talking about, having just one character in the front row. He's gonna be pummeled. Especially since he doesn't have decent evade. And we don't have any healing. So yeah. If we can somehow survive this, that'd be cool. If he can survive this, yeah, it doesn't look like he can. But if he can, he'll get he'll get a lot of points towards his evade level. If he dies, I'm just gonna reset. I really should have saved after the last 2 fights. Oh well. And I don't dare take off his shield because that is contributing to his evade. Not too worried about the balloons in the back row. They only have... he's dead? Oh wow, how come he's surviving? He might be able to survive this. I might even throw him a potion if he survives. Ah no! Ah, come on! I was so close! Well, he's dead. Okay, anyway, at least Sakura got her shield level up. Can we somehow... Can we recover from this, or should I just reset? Nah, let's not reset. Let's showcase all of our struggles. Let's just have Lee in the back row. I'm in front row, and I will transfer Naruto's shield over to him. So that's the disadvantage of having low evasion and just having one guy in the front row. We're gonna have to tank. But that's a struggle that I will have to put up with. For now. Not just for now, actually. We'll have to put up with that for most of the game, since I am planning to run away. The only reason I'm doing this is so that we don't reach a stage late game where I have to I have to spend a lot of time grinding. Grinding evade specifically, because once everyone gets shields, then I can later on put them in the front row. Everybody in the front row, and they'll be able to manage just fine. They'll hardly take any damage from enemies. That is my strategy anyway. That is my answer to not having any restorative items, evasion tanking. I was thinking whether I should allow this or not, but I don't really see another way. And it is the core mechanic of this game after all. So let's take advantage of that. We'll have to take some short-term pain, but once they get good evade levels, plus evasion levels as well, which is directly dependent on their shields. Do I get anything? Come on, give me something good. We got blind and mithril. These guys can, the ogre mage can drop a blink. I'm very surprised that I've not got a blink spell. Blink spell will nicely take care of my evasion problems, short-term evasion problems. In fact, it would take care of my long-term evasion problems as well. Yeah. But I think it is still beneficial to have some kind of evasion, natural evasion, in case we are ambushed and stuff like that. So let's head back to Altair. We need to heal up. Actually, does Katria have a resurrection thingy? Yeah, I will take any and every encounter with a turtle. Oh my god, I need to remember that Gordon can one-shot a turtle. Shield? Nope. Yeah, shield is a pretty rare drop from the turtles, and they don't really drop anything else. I was hoping to run into a bunch of mages, which I'm very surprised I have not. Holy shit, Sakura! Chill! Go on, Mithril Shield. And Ogre Mage, I'm really hoping for a blink. Another blind. Jesus Christ, blind must be very... They really like dropping that. I think everybody has blind already. They've dropped so many blind books. I can't really see his magic. Oh my god. So those are some of the encounters which I don't really mind. Now this encounter I definitely do mind. Sorry. None of these guys drops anything useful, and they hit very hard. I could use this for some HP grinding. Why are you not able to run away? Strange. Seriously? Unrunnable? I mean, I can't 100% conclude that this is unrunnable? Wow. Okay, maybe this is unrunnable. I thought all encounters except for the were-rat encounter in this area were escapable. But I guess this one isn't. These guys don't really drop anything, so I would have preferred to run away, but good to know. I really should save. Sure. Naruto missing out on so much. But that's the way it goes. Ogre. Nope. Got nothing useful from the ogre. Actually, I should have just killed him just to get that +1 on the victory column for HP purposes. Why did I do that? There we go. This is what I wanted. I wanted some mage encounters. I didn't know they were this rare. That mage has a very high chance of dropping some pretty useful spells. Black magic only, but yeah, there are very little white magic drops. Scourge and garlic. Okay, I'll take something. Scourge is better than nothing. Lee has 1 damage spell, so let's give this one to Sakura. Scourge is not terribly useful. Scourge, should I prefer that to sleep? Nah. Scourge is not that useful. If I'd got fire or thunder, I would have started leveling it up. But I think sleep and blind, in fact, mostly sleep. Sleep is like the best spell for now. Definitely much more useful than Scourge. Very, very few monsters are weak to poison element, which is what Scourge is. 4 enemies is going to take 2 turns, so let's just get the hell out of here. Needless to say, those guys don't drop shit, and I'm not sure whether Gatria has a resurrection thing. We shall find out. I think it does. Right here? Oh, this item shop. There we go, it does. Okay, cool. So the only early game town which does not have resurrection, free resurrection, is Poft. Even Pulum and Poft both don't have the church. Surprising, but that's the way it is. So at the very least, until I get a blink spell, definitely I'm going to keep training up evasion. And that's to substitute grinding. But it just might turn out that the best strategy is indeed to just grind evasion instead of doing this dangerous things. Because I'm playing with fire right now. In the middle of a dungeon, if I encounter a bunch of mines, unrunnable encounter, or an encounter which I do want to take, just in case they drop something good, then having one guy in the front row is going to screw me over. So one thing I learned is let's save up on spell charges for now. I will use sleep because that does help reduce damage a lot. If those guys are asleep, they're not like to hit us. I'm gonna need to use Blizzard for this guy. But we've got decent MP values. Theoretically, it should be enough to see me through the dungeon. The dungeon itself, there aren't a lot of enemies. Wait, what the hell? Naruto does not have a shield! Okay, his evasion increased. Mithril Mace and another Hellfire. I'm very glad for these Hellfires actually. It's going to come into play in the upcoming dungeon. Okay, so Naruto is level 2 evasion now. Cool. We'll switch Lee to the front row now. Even though his HP is going to go through the roof. But we need to start working on evasion. Evasion is more important than HP levels right now. Yeah, what's his shield level, man? Shield level 4 only? Seriously? Shield level 5, shield level 5. Okay. With shield level 5, Sakura has 50% evasion. Blind and Warp. Naruto only has Blind. Do I have? Okay, yeah, literally nobody can learn Blind right now. But yeah, we've got 3 Hellfires, so I'm going to make liberal use of the Hellfires. In the upcoming dungeon, we've got a bunch of undead to deal with. Oh look, nice encounter here. I just physically attacked. Save up on my MP. But these guys can inflict blind and stuff, so this was a dangerous strategy. But it worked out. He only used Scourge. It did minimum damage. I'll constantly need to debate about whether I should use my magic or I should just take a little bit of damage. Fire and stun! Stun is body elemental, which is same as blind. Stun, I don't think it's very useful, but we'll keep it around. I'm not going to bother leveling up stun, but fire is useful. Fire is fantastic. This is why I was so desperately hoping for an encounter with those guys. Let Naruto learn fire for now. What he's going to do is he's going to start practicing his fire every time we get an undead encounter. And meanwhile, Sakura is going to be tasked with using the Hellfire items. Now, I do have a tolerance of losing 2 of my Hellfires, but if I lose all 3 of them, that's just going to be a reset. Yeah. So hopefully 3 Hellfires should actually be enough to see me through the rest of the game. But normally I don't use Hellfires. But now that I've got fire, at least I've got something. Even if my Hellfires do... Oh crap! Sleep! Oh nice, it missed on Lee. So far so good. They haven't used anything nasty. Another Scourge, okay. So whenever I get encounters like this, I'm going to have to make a decision whether to run away, what to do. Berserk! That is arguably the king of the crop. Actually, no. I don't like to cheese Berserk so much, but we are still going to learn. Yeah. Berserk is probably not going to be very useful early game, but wow, who should I teach Berserk? That's the question. Let's have Lee learn it just for shits and giggles. Yeah, as far as possible, I'm gonna try and not use Berserk, but I can definitely see its value late game. And holy crap, let's save that. I think Berserk is even a rare drop. I did not factor that, but hey, I got Berserk, and I'm pretty happy about that. Tortoise, definitely want to take this. Hello, Matt. How are you doing? Hopefully, all your grocery shopping is done. Yep, nice. So now we are just making our way to the dreadnought in a non-traditional manner. This time we are going north from Altair, north of Finn, instead of normally we just take the shortcut, the Chocobo from Cashwan. And we are doing this in order to get encounters like this so that we get some good drops. In the dungeon proper, we don't have many encounters with any drops, in fact. Very few enemies drop anything there at all. Oh crap, I think we discovered that we can't run from this. I'm not going to be too stingy with my magic, but I am going to have to use magic just so that I can have a chance of taking minimum damage from each encounter. The problem with not taking enough damage is, of course, your HP is going to be pretty low. So I don't have an answer for that. Maybe at some point we will also need to grind HP. It's good that at least this version of the game gives us free HP ups every now and then. Oh yes, I will take this fight. Wow, Sakura's sleep spell is really coming in handy now. Miss! Come on, Naruto. Oh, that guy woke up already? God damn it. Well, taking 30-40 damage here and there is unavoidable. As long as we can somehow survive. Through the dungeon. Because another gimmick with this dungeon is once you do a certain event, you can't really go out, so kind of stuck. If at least I had the war spell. On top of that, the dungeon is so damn far away from the nearest town. That is not such a big deal because most of the encounters are runnable and we did not get any drop. But whenever I encounter a land turtle, I'm always going to be hopeful. Always going to be hopeful for a mithril shield. We got one more mithril shield, so our count is up to 2. Oh yeah. Ambush shots. And Lee is already down to less than 300 HP. This is not good. I've not even entered the dungeon yet. I guess if there is at all a silver lining is that most of the encounters in the dungeon are undead and we do have a bunch of hellfires. And if this fight goes well, I might get 1 mithril shield and 1 hellfire. 1 more hellfire. Nope, no drops. That's fine. Very much dependent on RNG if I don't want to manually grind for any rare drops. Now only these birds, if these birds are not accompanied by their friends, can we run from them? I guess not. Oh god, guy is already almost dead. Lee, I mean. Shit, I did not know that the Forest Rakos encounter is unrunnable. What the hell? I guess that shows how rarely I come to the Dreadnought via this route. So this guy's already down to crit. I'm just waiting for him to get an evade level. Come on, Lee! We're counting on you! Evade level still 1. Might as well throw him a couple of potions. Oh, we have exactly a couple potions only. And he's still at crit. God damn it. That's okay. It's not as if I had anything better to do with those potions. And like I mentioned last time, the utility for potions is right now rather than any point, any future stage of the game. So, first thing we're gonna do is take on this boss fight. It's not gonna survive. Definitely ambushes are no good. For this fight, let's just have everybody... No, let's just sacrifice Gordon, yeah. Everybody can do some damage from the back row. No, let's have everybody in the front row because in case we get a bunch of sergeants, we're going to have to do some DPS damage. Let's see how this fight goes. This monster and a boss, even though I don't care about the treasure, it's a very lucrative encounter. Although I cannot use the sleep blade. Oh my god! Worst possible. We got 2 sergeants and we got 3 magicians in the back row. And as meat in the sandwich, we got a bunch of soldiers which are going to take at least 1 turn to kill. Let's hope the magicians don't do anything nasty, but the advantage here is if I somehow oh great, I'm not going to survive. Everybody's put to sleep now. Fantastic. If I can somehow survive this encounter, the rewards are potentially fantastic. Sergeant, I don't really care about the sergeant, but we do have the magicians. Each of those magicians can drop something very valuable. Alright, both sergeants put to sleep. Sleep is coming so in handy. This was something I had estimated when I did get sleep, and it is indeed proving to be the case. Rip Lee. Almost everyone was also blinded, so that's nice. Can we kill 1 sergeant at least? Should have enough HP to tank until we get to the magician. Magicians will go down in 1 hit, but look at the formation here. They're nicely protected in the back row. And they're free to do some nasty stuff. Let's see if we can put them to sleep again. Meanwhile, Naruto and Gordon will slowly pick these guys apart. In the NES version, sleep was bugged so that enemies are guaranteed to wake up after the end of the current turn. But fortunately... And that was not true for the player characters. So, asymmetry over there. Finally, we've reached the back row. Come on, we can do it! A mission down. Soldier down. And another mission down. Cool, we somehow managed to survive. Stamina increase, magic defense, HP, and we got Berserk, Fire, Antidote. Well, we got another fire book, so that's something, right? Yeah, I suppose that's something. So we're gonna obviously book it out of here. And I'm gonna use a speedrun strat of just leaving a dead guy in the front row to negate enemy ambushes. So I think what I'll do is give fire to Sakura. Yeah, Sakura has a relatively useless elemental attack spell, so at least with fire she can start leveling that up. Fire is so much more useful than Scourge. But right now we are relying on sleep. So Naruto and Sakura both have fire. Oh, and I got Berserk as well. Should I teach that to someone else? Not yet. Unless I actually find a use case for Berserk, I'm not going to abuse it. Gas Shadow. Yep. This is unrunnable. Let me see if Fire 1 is able to one-shot the gas. I don't think so, but it's worth a try. This is not a... Yep, one-shot. We only had 2 enemies here, so that worked out. Fire is going to be very useful, which is why I was so happy about the Hellfires. Hey, move! Let's get the hell back to town. Look at that, did you see that? An ambush was averted. Because I had Guy dead in the front row, so the AI didn't know whether it could attack anyone. Where are the Hellfires? Firefire should just pretty much take them all out. Yep. Speedrun tactic there to negate ambushes. Of course, enemies can still use magic attacks, but so far the only magic attacks that these guys can do is blind, and if we are going to be countering that with magic of our own, it's not too big of a deal. Oh god, how do we tackle this? This is another unrunnable. So even though the were-rats are borderline useless as far as drops are concerned, we can't run from this encounter. So might as well get some grinding done. What the hell? How can blind miss so ridiculously frequently? I thought blind was supposed to be a pretty accurate spell. Is it that if they're already afflicted with sleep, you can't blind them as well? That doesn't make sense. Agility increase, nice. For now, we'll transfer Lei's shield over to Naruto. Everybody needs to keep working on shields as much as possible. Hopefully, by the end of 3 hours, I will be able to complete the Dreadnought. I cannot argue against that logic. Oh my god. But at least for a change, the answer was not magic, right? Strength increase and HP increase. Oh man, can I make it? Give me some under... Oh crap, I don't want to run from this. I don't have Blizzard! Whatever. I think we should be able to one-shot this guy. There we go. One round at least. Since everybody starts in the back row, unless it's an ambush, that's one turn wasted, but I'm fine with that. Nobody else has Blizzard, right? Yeah. It's only Lee that has Blizzard. Ogre Mage, he is using blind of his own. That might be a problem. Ah crap, Sakura's blinded. Gonna have to deal with that. Another Hellfire! Wait! It's the ogre mage that drops the hellfire. So far, I thought it was that guy, the turtle, that drops hellfire. Holy crap! Shows how much I know, huh? Good thing I took up a challenge like this. I thought I knew exactly who drops what. I guess not. Well, that's the benefit of doing my challenge runs. You get to explore other things about the game which you normally wouldn't care about too much. Oh boy, being blinded is really playing havoc with my damage. And in a surprising twist, especially considering other Final Fantasy games, blindness also hampers your spell casting, at least when it comes to the status spells. So I was frankly very surprised when I first played FF5 that blindness doesn't really cause problems while casting spells. So I guess they decided that let's not use that mechanic for let's just keep that physical attacks. But if you think about it, it does make sense. I mean, it does make sense that it would affect spell casting as well. Oh, I keep hoping for a shield drop from the turtle. I suppose it's a testament of how lucky I am that I've got 2 mithril shields. So many encounters with the land turtle, and still I am I haven't got that 3rd shield yet. Ah! Naruto survived! Somehow survived, please! And what drop are we going to get? Those mages almost guarantee a drop. Not this time apparently, just got a couple potions. Wow. I got screwed there. Those mages didn't drop anything. So the only thing we attempted this run is that monster in a box. Although we don't care about the sleep blade, what we do care about is actually taking that encounter. With 3 mages. So we got Berserk, and more importantly, we got another fire spell. Ideally, I would like all 3 elemental spells. I say 3 elemental. I'm just ignoring the poison elemental. Ideally, we want the 3 elemental spells for all 3 of our guys. So right now, Lee has Blizzard, Sakura and Naruto have Fire. And the reason I killed Sakura is we need to get rid of her blindness. And that's the only way. Tough love there, Sakura. Let's resurrect everybody. And this time, we will make a concerted effort. Should I keep everybody in the front row? I think what I'm going to do is just keep Gordon in the front row since we are planning to run away from the majority of the encounters. Wow, my problem is if I run away from all the encounters, how am I going to get evade levels? Yeah, I don't see any other way, guys. The only way, yeah, if I'm running away from encounters, then at some point in time I will have to stop and grind somewhere. But I think we'll cross that bridge when we actually get there. I fully believe that at least for this dungeon, I am well equipped. I have got enough stats to deal with it. HP being the most critical since we don't have access to healing. We won't have access to healing until very, very late. Yeah, very, very late game. And what I'm thinking about is getting the heal stuff. Now, heal stuff is guaranteed as a treasure, but as a drop, it's a very rare drop. I could save scum for it, but that's not part of the plan. So what we're going to do is we're going to offer Gordon as a sacrificial lamb, even though he's been contributing a lot. We're just going to keep him in the front row, or should I give him a shield? Nah. And he can take all the hits while we attempt to run away. Cop? No, fuck the goblin. Ogre Mage. Still hoping for Blink. Blink would be nice. And he... Oh no. You did not use Blind! Okay. It's back to town for us. Since a couple people are blinded, let's return the favor. Of course, because we are blinded, the chance that it's gonna hit is minuscule. Even then, sleep hit both ogre mages. Nice. Oh man, sleep is turning out to be an incredibly useful spell. Really hoping for blind book here. Not blind. Sorry, I've got enough blind. I'm hoping for blink. Once I get blink, that will be the end of my evasion troubles. One blink and the enemies will not be able to hit me, at least with physical attacks. But that is predicated on the encounter not being an ambush. Regardless, I am banking on blink. We got another sleep tome. Do I care about that? I want to make Sakura the expert on sleep. So we'll keep that sleep tome around just in case we need it on someone else later on. But for now, Sakura is going to be the sleeper. Sleep her. Oh well, back to town to get rid of the blindness. I feel like this is going to be a major theme here. As an alternative, is this in case of emergency? That's also an option. Yeah, didn't even think about that. Good point. If at any point I wanted to use instantly an instant sleep 8 spell, just throw the book. Don't run away. Why? The book's enemy to put them to sleep. Ah! I did not mean that! Time memory cursor. Now to rest 3 people. Legend. Idiot enemies are actually trying to read it. Wait. Let's negotiate about this. Let's not take the violent approach. All right, now that they are asleep, let's pummel them to death. Honestly, those damn ogre mages, they have a pretty high chance of using blind. Although this time I won't say it was my fault because I was ambushed. Let that be known. I was ambushed, but I wasn't planning to run away from that fight anyway. So that is going to be a pretty big problem for us if we are ambushed by spellcasting enemies. Right now our magic defense is not stellar. And if you're put to sleep or if you're blinded, then it's pretty much a walk back to town. Unless I'm already significant way through the dungeon. If that is going to be the case, then I'll just continue on instead of obviously pulling the trigger. Not that we can. Once we save Hilda, there is no way out. We are all in. So that's going to make things a little more challenging than normal. Bunch of rats! Damn it! But let's use the incredibly useful sleep spell. Okay, let's find out how good is blind. Missed on everyone. Holy crap, man. Either it's because of Sakura's higher intelligence or sleep is just better. Or it could also be that the were-rats resist blind. Because I know sleep is a different element. Sleep is a different elemental than blind. So it's possible that the rats just straight up resist it. But no, I think sleep is far more useful than blind. And sleep level increase as well. Nice. So far so good. Although I would have liked some more blink spell. Look at that. Ambushed again. There's nothing I can do about this. On top of that, this is an encounter I actually want. Every time I encounter these guys, I'm like, please give me a... Please drop a mithril shield. I just want one more. But I keep saying it's very rare. Blind's gonna miss on everyone. It actually hit two of them. Just waiting for that one more mithril shield. That would be so nice. No! Come on, turtles. Cooperate with me. Is there any other monster that drops a shield? I'll have to go all the way to Dist. Before that, I can't really think of any monster that drops a shield. Adamantoise, but the Adamantoise is a pretty rare encounter. Adamantoise is very rare. We got another Berserk and a couple potions. Seriously, can you guys please stop dropping Berserk spells? I'm not interested in that, at least not right now. I'm putting a self-restriction, an option, holy crap. An optional restriction to not use Berserk. Because Berserk would make boss fights pretty trivial, as we have seen previously. And I feel like boss fights are where this is going to be the most fun. Especially after a long, hard boss fight, he drops something really nice. That'll be like the epitome. One, drop some elemental stuff. What else can the wizards drop? Apart from Berserk and Stun, which we already got. Stun was actually a pretty rare drop. I don't care about Stun. We got another Scourge and that's it. God. They can also drop Mage Staff! Right! They can also drop a Mage Staff, which is an incredibly powerful weapon at this stage in the game. Ooh, I'm looking forward to that. We got a Scourge Tome, right? Might as well. Now Stun, just like Blind, is a body elemental. So, do I ever want to use Stun? Nope. Instead of Stun, if anybody is susceptible to body elemental, I'll just go ahead and use Blind instead. I do have Scourge, so might as well distribute Scourge to everyone. If I encounter a monster who's actually weak to poison, might as well use that level 1 Scourge. It'll do more damage than anything else, and it'll also save up some of our MP, so why not? Mines! Are you kidding me? Why am I getting these new encounters right now? These guys don't drop anything, but they are unrunnable, so boo-hoo. Mines in this area. That's the first I've seen of them. Okay, let's attempt this one more time. So this time, let's see if we can actually make it to the princess. As usual, what I'm going to do is correct my formation. 90% of the encounters on this floor are undead, and we are going to take care of the undead from the back row by using fire and hellfire. We've got plenty of hellfires. Does Lee have fire? Lee does not have fire. Undead as expected. Even if Gordon dies, it's not a big deal. He's gonna leave after this dungeon anyway. Hang on. This guy does not have a shield, right? Oh no, he does have a shield. I'm very curious to find out how much damage Fire 1 will do, multi-target. So if Fire 1 is doing about 100 damage, multi-target will do only 25 damage, so it's not worth it. Let's just go ahead and use the Hellfire and call it a day. Because I would rather not... I would rather these guys not use their blind spell, the Ghast. They have a nasty habit of using the blind spell every damn time. They ambush and use the blind spell. There's nothing I can do about that, but yeah, just complaining for the sake of complaining. More undead. Ghast only is unrunnable, so we need to deal with this. And we still haven't... Naruto still hasn't got a chance to use his fire spell. So that's still stuck at level 1. I was hoping that just being able to use that, it would gradually level it up. But fire even at level 1 is tremendously useful, so it's okay. Oh, Werepanthers! Fortunately, runnable fight, but these guys are dangerous. It looks like we can make it to the princess. Now this is a very strange encounter. Ghast and Wererat. This is surprisingly an escapable fight, even though I got ambushed. Fortunately, they did not use blind. That's one of the few... What? Why did I come here? Runnable. Thank you. Wow, I am getting pretty lucky. In one of my playthroughs, I got nothing but mines in this entire floor. That was horrible. Speak of the devil. We need to go all out here. Hopefully I won't lose all of my hellfires. Oh wow, that is good damage. And Gordon has very good intelligence, so he's going to be doing a lot of damage as well with the hellfire. I need to keep track of. I need to be very careful about how many hellfires. Why the hell did I not sell this damn sleep blade? God damn it! I'm not allowed to use the sleep blade. I think everything else is up for grabs. Got a bunch of metal hands. Got a bunch of metal maces. I don't care about any of these. I do have 5 potions. So I should go ahead and use the potions. And I've got garlic as well. In order to save up on hellfire, I might go ahead and use garlic instead on the undeads. Alright, made it to the princess. That was relatively uneventful. All of those hellfires came in handy. I didn't realize that hellfire drops were that common. I already got 4 hellfires. So this turns a flag, this switches a flag where from now on we are not able to escape this dreadnought. So we have to see it through the end, through till the end. And if I'm not able to make it for any reason, I'm gonna have to start it all over again. But considering that so far I have been pretty lucky with the escapable fights. Ghast and Ghoul. I believe this is unrunnable. Let's have Maria use a garlic instead. Let's see how much damage garlic is going to do. And Gordon can go ahead and use a hellfire. Hello? I do have, 4 hellfires. So garlic is doing crap damage. Wow, fire 1 was doing really shitty damage, but hopefully as and when his fire levels up, we'll be good. Man, I was playing with fire there. No pun not intended. I really should not have experimented with garlic. More undead, fantastic. I'm just hoping Naruto's fire levels up. Even she has fire. Yeah, let's go ahead and level up her fire as well. Meanwhile, Lee can use garlic and you can use hellfire. Undead are going to be 90% of the encounters here, so I'm not too worried about blindness. But blindness is going to, if I am blinded, it's going to bite me in the ass later on in the dungeon. Fire level up. Fantastic. Runnable. Please, these guys ambush me, and I was just gonna say don't use blind, and they went ahead and did exactly that. Okay, Naruto and Sakura at least are not blinded, but Lee is. That's gonna be a problem, but I fully expected that by the end of this dungeon, all 4 of my characters will be blinded. It's that big of a problem here. Fire 1 should be a one-shot. Yep. Should be a guaranteed one-shot, I should say. And Sakura's fire level increases as well. Awesome. Oh. Finally, I didn't get ambushed. Man, those ghasts are very infamous for ambushing and then just blinding everybody. Bastards. get away with the save. Let's see. So far, it's been going pretty well. Haven't run into too many mine encounters, which I would say are the most horrible. Speak of the devil! I just had to open my mouth. But these guys are pretty common, so it's not as if I'm surprised. Oh man, they're gonna blind the rest of my characters, aren't they? Okay, I have one chance here to kill them all. Let's take it with both hands. Is fire 2 going to be enough to wipe all 3 of them? I think it is. Oh, nice! So fire 2 with both Naruto and Sakura is enough for an entire mob of undead. Those guys have max 100 HP. So fire 2 multi-target is doing about 50 damage to all of them. Holy crap. Now there are two magicians in this, but should I risk it? You know what? No, I'm gonna turn tail and run. I'm not gonna risk this encounter. It's got 2 panthers, and those panthers can not only poison you, but they're also very tanky. And they are completely useless in that they don't have anything of value. Four panthers is easy decision. Thank you very much. And now that Gordon is dead, I'm going to use the undead wall strat. Okay, technically we can fight a boss here. I don't have to, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Let's see how well we fare. Actually, do I have a way of damaging him? I don't know, we'll find out. So, Gigas. There had to be someone with him. Let's see if we can somehow get away with this. Naruto's down to 20 HP. Unfortunately, he has way too much defense, so we are gonna have to rely on magic. Strategy here is gonna be to keep him asleep, and so far, sleep 5 single target is working pretty well. He's got about 750 HP. Is he still asleep? He's still asleep. Awesome. Yeah, looks doable. Nice. Holy crap! This guy is very difficult even in a casual run. So being able to do it in a challenge run is pretty nice. And once again, sleep shows its value. I don't remember who the hell gave me the sleep spell. I think it was one of the ogre mages. Oh boy. Who would have thunk it? This guy's pretty much, yeah, we neutralized that guy. Holy crap. And we get plenty of rewards for it. But my problem is this might not be a good thing because I have spent so much MP on it, even though I've got plenty more. Yeah, let's save this on a different slot, and if at a later stage I find that I should not have done this, we'll reload from here. But that turned out to be a relatively easy encounter. All because of sleep, must be said. So that sleep drop early game was absolute heaven sent. Now this floor is one of the most lucrative floors ever. Fires up to 3, nice! We can run into a lot of magicians here, and you know what? Unless they are with the panther, I am going to take those encounters because there's a very small chance they will drop the maid stuff. Oh my god! I was just talking about you assholes. Nope, the panthers are just way too difficult, man. Or should I take them? Panthers have about 190 HP, but they also have a lot of defense. I don't think I can one-shot them, so I think the best strategy here is to run away. Yeah, it's too high of a risk for a very small chance of reward. Very good reward, but I can live without the reward of Mage Staff. Mage Staff would have served me 2 purposes. Not only is it a very powerful weapon for this stage, so anyone with that would have done a significant amount of damage with physical attacks, but it's also free. It's also infinite and free fire, not bolt 5. That would have come in handy against enemies weak to bolt. Even though that is compulsorily multi-targeted damage. Speaking of bolt, I've not got the bolt spell yet. I've got blizzard, I've got fire. Well, fire is the most important thing. But later on down the road, bolt, I might need bolt. I can think of Marlboro, which are weak to bolt for some reason. Anyway, this dungeon is done, so awesome! I thought the entirety of today would go in this dungeon, but because of my strategy of running away from pretty much everything, which is, I'm gonna have to pay for that later, no doubt about it, but how later, we'll find out. How much later am I gonna have to pay for this tactic, for using this tactic? Enjoy this cutscene, I'll be right back. That was fast. Okay, we have landed back in Altair and Gordon is going to leave the party now. Does he have anything useful? Not really. But he was quite useful, I must admit. Also, crap. This guy is inflicted with darkness. Well, we'll find out if the next cutscene actually heals us up. Or we could just kill this guy at this time itself. Nah, let's find out. Let's find out. That is yet another piece of information that I'm curious about now. Does this upcoming cutscene actually heal everybody? Because I know if they were dead, it would revive them at 1 HP. I don't think so. I think the condition is only if they are dead, it revives them and sets their HP to 1. Doesn't even fully revive them. Must remember to sell off the sleep blade. I think everything else is legit. Also, I'm going to go ahead and sell off all the mithril equipment and the weapons, because this is the point in time where they lose their edge. Actually, they didn't have an edge to begin with. All I was using them was for leveling up. Yeah, look at that. He does not. They don't get their status healed up. Okay, good to know. Good to know. I'll need to do something about that then. What weapons do I have? I've got a staff and axe. Oh yeah, those are the only 2 weapons I've got, and our current levels of both of them are 3 and 4 respectively. Let's just say level 4. Got level 4 in staff and level 4 in axe. Not good enough. Not good enough. But there's nothing I can do. But then, considering that they are the only things I have in my inventory regarding weapons, I should probably just keep them around, just in case I need to level them up at any point, which I'm really thinking about doing. We've pretty much done all our duties in Altair. Let's go ahead and kill Lee. And I think something like leveling up our weapons is going to have to be done during grinding. Because the weapons that we have right now are so damn weak. I don't see how I'm going to survive random encounters going forward. At least the unrunnable ones. Interesting. These are things that I did not plan earlier on. My original plan was that before every dungeon starts, we'll grind up some HP so that we'll have enough HP to go through the entire dungeon. Literally, the thought of running away just occurred to me when I started the stream, and that just sounds tactically superior idea, but that also comes with a disadvantage that it essentially just shifts the burden of grinding. But so far the advantage has been I've not needed to grind. I thought I would need to grind a lot for the Dreadnought dungeon, but that has proven not to be the case. I had 5 eye drops. I could have used them actually. Mithril, never gonna use Mithril. Do I have anything else? Blind, everybody's got blind. I am gonna go ahead and teach everybody Berserk. I don't care about stun, sleep. Should I teach everybody sleep, seeing as how useful it is? No. Sakura is going to be the sleep specialist. Ice shield. Oh right, I got the ice shield from that Gigas fight. Ice shield also needs to go because that was not a drop, and I got 11 antidotes. How the hell? Huh. Everybody should learn Berserk just in case. What do you mean? He already knows it. Okay, fine, that's fine. I just need to make sure that he already learns it. I'm going to keep Berserk at level 1 and avoid using it unless I absolutely have to. And why I say unless I absolutely have to is because I foresee a situation, at least some situations where I will have to use Berserk. So the plan is, what situation am I foreseeing? So let's say we get into an encounter and we don't want to waste too much MP on the elemental spells. Unless enemies have a weakness, it's really not a great idea. It's very inefficient to use the elemental spells. Even to do decent amounts of damage with those spells, you need to grind them up to a very high level. And the problem with grinding them up to high levels is even that is not enough unless you have high intelligence. And secondly, it's an incredible burden on MP. Hey Layla. As far as boss fights are concerned, I think we'll go with brute force strategy. I'm just worried about random encounters. Run! We only have mithril shields right now. Heck, even the fact that I got 2 shields as drops is a big achievement. But this is the point where I would have considered. If I didn't even have 1 shield, I definitely would have considered at least grinding 1 shield off of those land turtles. As we have seen, those drops are incredibly rare. Alright, let's fight us some pirates. Since it's a one-off fight, it's gonna be rather easy. They don't have a lot of HP, but they don't have any elemental weaknesses. And since elemental weaknesses are our go-to, it's still gonna take us a little bit of time to take these guys down. But let's see how effective sleep is. Oh my god, look at that. 6 out of 8. Oh, I love sleep. Hey, blind also got 5 out of 8. Not bad, not bad. So let's start pummeling them with elemental spells. I shouldn't even have bothered using sleep, to be honest. Ah! So this is going to be our eternal problem with using magic spells. Unless the enemy has an elemental weakness, it's going to do shit damage, and all we're going to be reduced to is just spamming these. And that is why an alternate strategy I'm going to try and use some of the time is... Oh wow, nice. Some of the time I'm going to use an alternate strategy of spamming Berserk and just using physical attacks. Say hello to Layla, everyone. As usual, we need to strip her. She can't even use the magic that she comes with. Just in case I ever forget, let's sell off everything that Layla came with. Which was longsword, silver cuirass, and gold hairpin. Wow, we have to sell this. Yes, we do. Okay. Layla, is she going to be a productive member of our team? I'm not sure since I'm starting to run away. How come I didn't run away in Kashuan? I think it was because I didn't have shields. Ever since I got shields, that has allowed me to get decent levels of evasion percent, 53, 59, and that has what has facilitated any chance of running away at all. But we'll see. I'm definitely not going to grind for 2 more shields, seeing as how ridiculously rare they are. Not ridiculously rare, but they're quite rare shield drops. Which is a good thing, because shields are like game breaking for those who are willing to abuse the evade mechanics. I just wish if someone dropped a blink spell, that would complete my world domination. As far as the speedrun is concerned, this section of the game is easy peasy. Pretty much every encounter you can just run from. So we're going to make a beeline since we are not picking up any treasure chests. Alternately, we could go to a branching path. One of the branching paths in this dungeon leads to a shop. Since even that is outlawed, we don't really have to care. So it's going to be smooth sailing. There is a boss at the end, but that boss is pretty easy to shut down. He's not resistant to sleep. He does have a little bit of magic defense, but I think our sleep level 6 will do us wonders. Run! What the hell? And now Layla is poisoned. God damn it! Well, better get used to the poison sound. I'm not going to bother reviving her. Oh, the ambushes. Yeah, she's going to die anyway, so why would I bother using an antidote, eh? So most of the encounters here are being runnable, and none of these guys even drop anything nice. We can run into a bunch of frogs who guess what they drop. Antidote, potion, sometimes some crap they drop. Absolutely useless. I don't want to fight relatively tough enemies for crap drops like that. If I wanted a potion, I'd go to the beginning of the game and fight those tree roots. Leg eaters. Not leg eaters, sorry. Vampire thorns. I mean, they can also drop high potions, or can they? Can those frogs drop high potions? I don't really care about high potions that much. We're already at the end of the dungeon. So that's what... Oh look! Exactly who I was talking about, poison toads. Here is the boss. How's this gonna go? Let's see. Let's find out. Now this guy does have a significant amount of magic defense. Wait! There's 4 of them! Ah! I forgot there's 4 of them! Oh shit. We might be screwed here. I don't think I have enough MP for all of these guys. Let's see. First of all, can we put them to sleep? Only one. I think we might need to single target. Blind will go a long way, but it's not going to protect us. Blind worked on 2 of them. Awesome, awesome, awesome. 158 damage per blizzard. I'm gonna need 10 blizzards for one of these things. Yeah. Spamming blizzards is not a great strategy here then. Who is not blinded? This guy's blinded, this guy's blind. This guy's sleeping but not blind. This guy needs to be blinded. Let's put everybody. Let's see if we can consistently put everybody to sleep. Meanwhile, I think what we'll do is we'll switch strategies. We'll equip some item. Equip a weapon, even though it's weak. Barefists are not going to cut it. Let me be very clear about that. That's why might as well get experience from, and we'll start spamming Berserk. Okay, now that guy's blind. He's still doing 3 hits. Jesus Christ, you guys are supposed to be blind. Come on, man. Okay, 2 of them slept. She's gonna spam sleep as much as possible. Berserk missed, of course. And let's blind this guy as well. Oh wow. We might not be able to make it. Because this is going to be a battle of attrition. Holy crap! Let's see if we can stack enough Berserks. Everybody's blind now. Yep. So let's just keep stacking Berserks on Lee. You can keep trying to sleep these guys. We only have a Mithril Axe right now. That's why we absolutely need to rely on Berserk. We cannot rely on spamming magic because we don't have enough MP. Now, the solution, of course, the obvious solution here is get more HP, get more MP, but that is always the solution. Let's make things interesting and see how far we can go just using the resources that we have right now. And it's pretty clear that I'm underleveled here. I would definitely claim that I'm under. Oh my god! He's not looking good. He's taking way too much damage. And I wasted all this time berserking him. Let's see how much damage we're going to do now. Because Naruto and Sakura have shield, they have pretty decent evasion levels. Okay, decent damage, but I was expecting a lot more. Let's switch strategies to Berserk Naruto. Missed, god damn it. Ouch! There goes Lee. At least these guys are not able to consistently hit them because of their blindness. I wish I had curse. Does anybody drop curse? No, it's just the captains that drop curse. I don't have protect. Nobody drops protect. Even if I had blink, I could have neutralized these guys. Yeah, blink is what we need here actually. Let's see how much damage it's going to do. Never mind. Great. Spent all of the time zerking him and then he's just one shot. So yeah, we definitely need to neutralize these guys. And on top of that, with the paltry amount of MP we have, we need to go with Berserk. Because we just don't have the MP to constantly spam our elemental spells. Come on guys, wake up and kill Sakura already. I'm just wasting time using sleep here. Seriously? Can't hit her? I don't believe this. She might be able to solo this. Never mind. As soon as I get some hope, my hopes up, this is what happens. On the plus side. This is my first wipe. I was expecting the Dreadnought to be horribly difficult. Okay. We need Blink, but can we somehow do it with the things that we have right now? I don't think so. What all do we have? Fire, Blind, Warp, Berserk. Sakura has got Sleep at level 6, but Sleep multi-target is not consistently working on them. I mean, I have to say, with the amount of magic defense they have, Sleep is working far better than anything else. But it's still not working as consistently as I would have liked. And also, Sleep is only temporary, so it's going to have to be reapplied every time with the consequent issues. So, for now, I'm going to say no. We are not ready to face these guys. We need to prepare, and the first thing I need is... how do we prepare? And we're not going to go with the standard grind MP and grind HP. I think this is the first point where we absolutely need Blink. But Blink will not help Lee because he's not got any evasion to begin with. 6% only. So Blink will not help him. It will definitely help Sakura and Naruto. So have we reached the stage where I absolutely need to grind for one more shield? Should I grind for one more shield and then go ahead and grind for Blink as well? This is my dilemma here. Can I do it without a shield? Because as we saw, even when those guys were blinded, they were doing a lot of damage to Lee because he's not got any evasion. While I try to think of another solution, yeah, our temporary answer, which might become the permanent answer, is going to be let's grind for a shield. And in the process, if I get the Blink spell, good. Because I'm much more likely to get the Blink spell first. That's just the way it works. And the best candidates to grind it from is exactly as we guessed it, north of Finn, which has been our most lucrative area yet. Primarily because we can run into a large group of land turtles there, which from whom I want to steal a shield. Alright, grind time. God damn it, were rats. I should not bother with any of this. Just kill them. I'm not here for rats. And I don't want to spend time in any other grinding. So we're going to go for maximum efficiency kills on for the encounters which are not required. Of course, because I'm taking all these encounters, it will give me constant HP ups every now and then, but that's fine. That's fine. Plant turtle, yes. As usual, very small chance they would give me a shield, but that's the first thing I'm looking for. Oh my god! Just when you don't expect it, you get it. Yeah, nice. That's true about life. I spent so much time explaining how rare a shield is, and I'll probably get the blink drop before I get a shield, but there we go. So I already got a shield, which is which already makes things a lot easier with those guys, the big horns. But now we are also looking for a blink spell, and blink is dropped by the ogre mages. Why am I not running to ogre mages? I'm done with the turtles. In fact, I'm going to start running away from these encounters. Yeah, now that I've got 3 shields, should I go ahead? Should I? Maybe one more shield for my 4th party member? Yeah, let's do that. Let's get a little more greedy. Mages are always welcome to die and drop me something nice. Fire would be nice. Seriously? You just gave me cash? I actually got a rare drop there. Ogre mage, give me blink. The number of times I've got blink when I didn't need it. And now you're giving me stuff like blind. What the hell? Hellfire missile. Come on, I don't want more Hellfires. Wow, you gotta be kidding me. Hellfire must be the most common drop. What the hell? I've got 5 Hellfires now. No, not these guys. Ah, unrunnable. I forgot these guys were unrunnable. Why did I even bother with blind and sleep? Didn't I just say I was going for maximum efficiency? Come on, you goddamn ogre mages. Who would have thought the bottleneck would be getting the blink spell? Maybe I should make another effort without blink. We saw pretty clearly how difficult that fight is going to be, even when we do blind and put them to sleep. Definitely need blink. We were nowhere near even defeating one of those rhinoceroses. Let me just say that. Those things have that much HP. I would like a shield, please. Nope. That's fine. Layla probably shouldn't be dead. She can potentially get so much experience out of this grinding. Warp! God damn it! Warp is supposed to be a red. Why am I even bothering to complain? Yeah, I'm gonna resurrect Layla. Just in case she somehow becomes as competent as Gordon had become. Surprising as that is. Ah, there we go! Oh my god, I got 2 mithril shields and I haven't got a blink spell yet. What is going on? Damn it, this challenge run has flipped probability on its head. Layla gets that extra mithril shield. That's cool. And what weapon should I give her? She is good at knives, but I think I'll just have a punch. Nah, I think long run punches are not going to be effective. Let's have let's have everyone use staffs as much as possible, because I literally did not think about the mage staff. If we get a mage staff, then the damage is going to go. Damage is going to be pretty high, physical damage. So let's focus on having as many people with high staff levels. We only have staff level 3 or 4 right now. In fact, I should give everyone, not everyone, at least 2 of my guys staffs. Yeah, let's do that. Mithril Mace should be enough even right now to punch through most of these guys' defense. Alright, back to the grind. We are looking for a blink spell. Just one. Just one blink spell would be a game changer. I'm really surprised that with all of the ogre mages we fought, not one has dropped blink. Oh my god, horror. Unrunnable too. How much HP do these things have? Do we have more stars? Oh, we do. We have plenty of stars. So let's convert all of the experience that we are getting into staff experience. We don't really need any more levels for bare unarmed damage now, do we? Oh shit! It might be rather difficult to actually kill this guy with a mithril mace. You kidding me? Mithril mace is that weak? Ouch! Someone needs to punch this guy. Wow, I don't believe this. Staff level increase, staff level, shield level, stamina, blah blah blah, whatever. And now I'm not getting any ogre mages. Just my luck. Are they supposed to be a rare encounter? Oh, thank you, thank you. Ask and thou shalt receive. More important is blink, of course. You should be able to take care of these guys at least with the mithril mace. Tell me it is so. It makes such a weird sound. Like you're hammering wood. Layla is gonna die. Yeah, babysitting her is proving to be quite the task. And they didn't drop anything! Can you believe this? Well, looks like this is gonna take a while. Another Roper Mage. Yeah, I'm gonna not bother with stars. They're definitely not doing as much damage as I thought they would. Give me something! Oh, come on! Haven't got a single thing from any of these Ogre Mage encounters so far. My luck has turned sour. No! Oh. I mean, I could say I'm very lucky getting all of these Ogre Mage encounters, but god damn it! None of them is dropping anything, much less the thing I want. Finally! Thank you. Thank you. Once again, complaining is the key. That will go to... that's a big decision, isn't it? Who should Blink go to? Naruto has blind, Sakura has sleep, so probably... Now that I've got blink, do I even care about blind? Good point. I don't really care about the enemy's physical attacks if they can't land a hit. There we go. So it decided Blink is going to go on Naruto as a replacement for his blind. Alright, so our strategy is going to be first stack blinks on everyone. Everybody has a shield, right? Yeah, but what is the evade levels? Not levels. Percent 54%, 66%, 43. God damn it, Lee! 43% only. And wow, Layla has a 54% evasion. So everybody has decent-ish evasion percentages, which means blink will be, it won't be super effective on all of them, but once we get enough blinks on everyone, we should become pretty much invulnerable to their physical attacks. The big horns, they get 4 hits, so we need an effective evasion of 4. Might as well heal up. And I'm not bothering to grind Blink up because even though at level 1 it's going to miss frequently, every time it does hit, it is going to stack up. Just like Berserk. Where exactly did I park my ship? I think it was on this side. Once again, we're pretty much going to run away from everything. And this one should work even if it is RNG dependent. So we are desperately hoping that we are able to survive long enough. We are able to survive long enough to stack blinks. Which might not be the case, especially at blink level 1 only. What? Not able to run. How is this even possible? Must have been shitty RNG. As usual, let's just make a beeline, and these ambushes are going to irritate me. I just need to make sure that when Layla does leave, I take her shield off. Because I believe when she rejoins, she has different equipment. Not 100% sure, or that could only be the NES version. Oh my god, stop ambushing me! This is like this is like a feature of the PSP version. Even if I did, even if I play casually, I find that I'm ambushed a lot more than I should be. Well, I should be, I say, but maybe this is how much you are supposed to be ambushed. And all the other versions of this game have a bugged algorithm to calculate ambush. Normally it is only based on the comparison between enemies' evasion percent and Firian's agility. At least the original versions use Firian's adjusted agility, which means if you use things like cold hairpin and the ninja suit, Thieves' gloves to increase his base agility, then the new agility value is calculated. But it looks like it's not the case in here, at least. I don't even know what they are using to calculate ambushes and preemptives, because I'm quite sure that even if I did get his agility up, I would still be ambushed. Which challenge run was it where I noticed this odd behavior? I forgot. And no, sorry, it's not the PSP version. I noticed the opposite in the GBA version, that even if you have low agility, the game gives you plenty of preemptive strikes. Yeah, it's the opposite in the GBA version. So yeah, it's not a complaint about the PSP version per se. It's that compared to the GBA version, the ambush rate in here is ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Alright, let's get started. We know exactly what to do. immediately. Who should get Berserk? Right, you've got Blink. Since Sakura has the highest evasion percent, Blink will be most effective on her. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna Berserk everybody. I should have changed her weapon. So let's see. Blink. Okay, Blink. First Blink was a success. She's gonna take significant. She's at a significantly lesser risk of getting hit by a physical attack now. Even though it's only level 1 Blink, we saw in my level 1 challenge that even at level 1 Blink is very, very potent. I have a theory about that, but it's not confirmed. So we're going to stick with level 1 Blink. Look at that. Ouch! Don't pick on Naruto! Let's see how much damage she's gonna start doing. Alright, he's still getting hit. God damn it. So we need more Blink. Blink level 1. One level of Blink was did not guarantee anything. But that's a great thing about Blink. If you find that it's not sufficient and he's dead. Okay. So I guess that check failed for him. He was not able to survive for long enough. You need to be a survivor, Naruto. And I've just lost my Blink caster. Now that I think about it, maybe I should have used Blink on him first instead of using it on Sakura, but never mind. I think even if one person survives this and I'm able to win this boss fight, I'll take it. 122, okay. She's still taking damage. Ouch! So level 1 Blink was not enough. There we go, now we are seeing some good damage. And we're also seeing some bad damage. RIP. Everything else is based on RNG and we lost RNG. Okay, so one Blink is not enough. Even though I was spouting shit that 1 Blink is enough. 1 Blink is definitely not enough. Man, how lucky did I get in my level 1 challenge then? I don't know. Really don't know. But yeah, 1 Blink is not enough. So let's make sure that my Blink caster is the first one who is blinked up. And we're going to go for at least 3 or 4 blinks. Even that might not be enough, but that's got to be something. That's definitely got to be better than just 1 blink, right? And meanwhile, should we go ahead and blind these guys? Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Instead of starting with Berserk, let's see if we can somehow stall. What we are trying to do here is just stall. Lee doesn't really have anything better to do than Berserk, so might as well. Sleep effects, none of them. Wow, so much for stalling. Blink, okay. We need at least 3 blinks, or do we? Yeah, let's actually do that. Let's make sure that our blink caster is as protected as he can be. Did that work? Yeah, that also worked. Nice. So he's got 2 levels of blink on him now. We'll go for 1 more before proclaiming it as safe. And mustn't discount the utility. Look at that. Even 2 levels of blink was not safe because that Rhyhorn got 2 hits on him. Now that he's got 3 levels, again, It is no 100% guarantee because we haven't got 99% evasion, but it's still better than something else. All right, sleep is playing its part. As planned, we are going to go for 3 levels of Blink on Sakura as well. All this while, Lee has been gradually buffing up Naruto. And while Naruto starts to do damage, Sakura and Lee are going to buff themselves up as well. Alright, so far so good. Seems to be working. Missed! God damn it. That puts me back 1 turn. That's the problem with Blink level 1. But it's not a big deal. Missed again. God damn it. At least at the beginning of the fight, pretty much all of our blinks hit. So that was really lucky. Sleep is also helping us because it's reducing the number of targets that are doing a. Come on, man! Don't keep missing like this. Even Berserk is missing. But yeah, I guess you have to pay the devil his due. At the beginning of the fight, none of my blinks missed, so now 3 out of 3 misses. Even Sleep has started to miss. And that was just a demonstration that even 3 levels of Blink is not enough. God damn it! Alright, let's just have Sakura start buffing herself up. Berserk is a straight up damage, attack buff. It just adds points to your attack. It's not a status effect like the other Final Fantasies. Three hits! Come on, man, that was unlucky. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have Naruto on blink duty for the rest of this fight. Yeah. So all of that berserk on him was a waste. Ouch! These guys can get some pretty unlucky hits, or lucky hits I should say, from their perspective. Alright, so now even Lee is kind of protected. How much damage is Sakura gonna do? What's Sakura? Oh shit, she's punching. God damn it, I forgot about that. Never mind. Oh, come on. Nice. That was a crit though. Alright, that was 4 levels of blink. That's nice damage, about 200. We're just gonna have Lee buff up Sakura. Sakura's gonna be doing all the physical damage, and Naruto is going to be constantly spamming blink. Because Naruto and Sakura are getting dangerously low on HP. I'd rather not die. I'd rather them not die. Thank you very much. Nice. If I come out of this battle, I would have thoroughly deserved it. This is what we mean by tactics. Hey, come on, man! Not supposed to be able to hit her? She's critical HP now. There we go. 1 down, 3 to go. In the original versions, this was only one Rhyhorn, so you can imagine how much more manageable that was. They really buffed up this boss fight for this version because technically, in terms of the story, we're not supposed to be here yet. But they did not change the random encounters for some reason. She's up to 400 damage. Two down. So far so good. The worst thing would be if Sakura dies now. She's up to 600 damage. That is how amazing Berserk is. $1,000, nice! I think our job here is done. And then she dies. What do you mean 200 damage? What the hell, Sakura? There we go. Where's Slacker? GG! Now that is what I call a well-planned strategy. Yeah, I did have to grind for 1 shield and 1 blink, but that was the bare minimum thing, okay? I literally couldn't think of something better. And plenty of rewards for that. Work like a charm, and now that we've got Blink, it's gonna make this game significantly easier. So I don't have to grind evade levels anymore. We got the black mask for some godforsaken reason. And I'm actually gonna call it here for this time. We'll head back to town. Head back to town, heal, and go to Dist, where we're actually supposed to be going for story purposes. Next time, I think. But why am I going back to Altair? We really no. Let's stop at Bost because that is the closest place to Dist. So nice. I expected that all day today would go in the Dreadnought dungeon itself, but instead I decided to pretty much run away from most of the encounters because it's just a waste of time. They don't drop anything useful. What about Dist? Is there some... Actually, Dist is a completely different proposition because most of the encounters there are unrunnable. Yeah, it's ridiculous. So we're gonna have no choice but to actually deal with them. So that's gonna be fun, and that's, I think, going to be a long and arduous dungeon. But we'll check that out next time. Layla needs a resurrection. What about inventory? Yeah, inventory looks fine. It only contains stuff that I got from drops. But I think just like this boss fight, Blink is going to be the key to victory. because the most dangerous encounter in Dist is going to be the Gigas, and as long as he doesn't ambush us, I think Blink will save our ass. But then, how do I deal with when he does ambush us? I guess we'll have to use the same strategy as we did here. Have one dead body in the front row so that when they do ambush us, it's not going to be as painful. They're not going to get a hit in. Alright, guys. I'm going to save it here and call it for today. You guys have a good day and take it easy. Bye.